Hi Taurus, here's a general look at your solar chart for April 2012, and this month the Sun is in the sign before yours, and that means the energies could manifest as more of a pull towards things going on behind the scenes, and you're in your private life or with a project that you're getting on with, or some sort of ongoing thing that you are giving TLC to. Perhaps also more of your attention is on the past at the moment as well. This energy could trigger your subconscious or your dream life, and also emotions will rise up to the surface at times and maybe distract you a bit. So just remember to try and avoid knee-jerk reactions, and perhaps count to 10 or sleep on something before making a decision about how to respond or which action to take. That would be the advice. In fact, it's definitely the time to get more sleep. This is a time, when you should just kind of curl up in a little ball. And that's until the 20th. And so this is to do with the current position of the Sun. It just activates a sort of a hibernation area of your chart, or can feel like that, but also it's just your energies kind of turn inwards a little bit. This is also to do with karmic issues, this area here, and also nurture, compassion and higher service. So you might be getting brownie points in heaven for making more space in your life, or being kinder, or thinking more about others and being less, self-centered, and putting your own preferences, on one side, just for the moment anyway. Or maybe it's you who needs to lean on somebody, needs more TLC, and you should let go and let others, help you take the strain whenever possible. This is also the area of the subconscious, and so you should, you could choose to use this energy in imaginative ways, or it might be to do with healing. It might be to do with spiritual practices as well. So things like yoga, meditation, psychic development. It is an emotional area, as I say. It is connected also to the past, or to sort of baggage, really, and patterns that were laid down in the past. So there can be quite a lot going on within you, and you feel that at times. And but external influences could demand your attention. Some of you may be using this energy to actually look at the past and learn from it. Watch out that you don't let old emotional habits or inner frustrations get in the way when somebody who can pushes your buttons. Now, Mercury is in Pisces until the 16th, which is a very sociable area for you in your solar chart. So it means that mentally, at least, you're very much in the swim and in the flow of things, and exchanging information, learning from your contacts, whether those are friendships, family, or just fleeting associations, and that can be over the wires as well. There's also likely to be more mental energy dedicated to furthering your aims through an organisation, or with an organisation, or other type of group collaboration. So it won't be what you know so much as who you know. And some of you will be inspired towards thinking along very new and very unusual and very different sorts of lines. This is actually an area to do with you making progress with certain things that you've had to put on the back burner previously. So your mind will start thinking futuristically and very progressively about things. And then Mercury will move from the 16th and go into Aries. And by the way, between the around about the 14th to the 17th, the Sun is going to be opposing Saturn. So that is a time there when you need to take more care of yourself, because there might be more of a demand on you in some way, whether that's to do with work or health matters. Anyway, Mercury moves and then goes into this more introspective mood. Intuition increases, but also once again your attention is taken to memories, maybe of the past. But another way it can work is that you're just this hermit who's getting on with things behind the scenes. And I don't mean completely cut off from the world, but I mean there is a kind of feeling of preparation mode, having to deal with maybe paperwork. Maybe you just are a little bit preoccupied. Maybe there are confidential conversations going on behind the scenes. Definitely a time anyway for you to be listening to your inner guidance, your angels, and touching base with your own common sense, really, and don't get in the way of your own happiness. And definitely perhaps reflect upon maybe past behaviours, or in fact present behaviours, which you want to get beyond because they never get you what you want really, and get in the way of your happiness and well-being. Some things may seem uncertain or undecided actually with Mercury in this area. It'll be coming out the month after April, which is May, which is also going to be a powerful month for you, your birthday month. You may feel as though certain things are up in the air, particularly in the second half of April. But remember, a watched kettle never boils, so at this time it's best for you to trust that there's support coming from the unseen realms, that things are coming together, and all you have to do is hold a vision clearly and steadily of how you'd like it to be in the future. Maybe pay attention to the omens, and such an approach can work well for you during this transit. Now, Mars is in a very long transit in your solar chart, and actually it's in a lovely place, which is playful, spontaneous. It's in a stunningly good angle to your sun sign Taurus, so you can't go too far wrong with this one. Gives you the opportunity to be less guarded, more spontaneous and creative with certain company. You just gel, you just click, and there's no need to be self-conscious or to feel judged. And it could be to do with children, it could be to do with animals, it could be to do with a lover, or it could be not a human being. It could be maybe it's a place, or maybe it's a pursuit, maybe it's a pastime that you really love to do, and it makes you feel good. There may be more occasions when you feel the center of attention during this Mars transit, or you are exchanging admiring glances with somebody else. Whatever is going on for you, you're going to have more chance to access more entertaining pastimes, more triggering your inner child, or being in amongst young energy more maybe, or in a romantic sense as well. This can trigger that also. Until mid-month, Mars is going to be going retrograde, so it can slow things down. You may feel as though you're treading water, you feel a bit blocked or unappreciated for your efforts, but try not to focus on that, because it really is very much a passing thing. Rather focus on what nourishes you, what makes you smile, and find ways to use your power creatively without looking to others for approval, to kind of prop you up with their approval. And then from mid-April, you should begin to feel that things are rolling forwards more positively, and you begin to feel more positive. Overall, with Mars in this house of your solar chart, until July, whatever you're doing, and you should be you should be getting into a creative area, a creative enterprise, making something grow, blossom, flourish, whether it's a relationship or a garden, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, there will be moments when you do get the chance to throw yourself into it, and you really do want to throw yourself into it. And if you're spontaneous and not self-doubting, and this should whittle that away, you see, the more empowered and confident you will begin to feel. especially until mid-year with Jupiter in your sign Taurus. So you'll probably start to feel more adventurous, and this could be in any area of life. It could be a love relationship, it could be in any other area. You may even feel so bold as to take a gamble or a risk with romance or with money, with an idea, just to try to avoid flying by the seat of your pants and trusting to luck, because Jupiter can be a little bit Macabre-ish. And more physical effort may be needed related to the affairs of lovers, young ones, animals, some sort of project. And this area could be the cause of conflict at time, because Mars is a bit feisty, it's not very patient, and it likes to plunge forwards without really thinking things through. So you know, this area here, as I say, you may be a bit over the top as far as others are concerned. Luckily, until the 4th, you will have Venus in your sign, making it a more sociable time with probably more than one opportunity to give or receive support from others. On the other hand, someone could very much take a shine to you. You could be feeling a little bit self-indulgent and want to treat yourself to things, or feel as though you are being treated to things, and why not? A good time to you know, do a little bit of retail therapy, I think, really. And a good time to be connecting with others. Real sociable energy here. You feeling better in your skin. You coming across well. If you've got to apply for something, you know, do it then. And just turning your more charming, attractive face to the world, and you can be very persuasive, so that's very good news for both your personal life and anything to do with business. And then from the 4th, Venus, your ruling planet, the planet of flow and love and the piggy bank, moves into your financial sector, your financial house, and will stay there for a very long time. It'll be until August 2012. So if you play your cards right, Taurus, you can manifest what you want. In fact, you should be studying how to manifest what you want with Venus here. Venus tends to encourage things, at least eases things, you know, materially, and increases the flow of goods or supplies or resources. It doesn't have to be money, it can be other sorts of assets. So Venus here can really help you make the most out of those. And that includes your talents. This is a very important one. This sector of your solar chart is about your inborn gifts, and this will be a time, very much a time, which is very protected for you to take those inborn gifts out and look at them and say, okay, what can I do with this? Because I've always liked to do this thing, and I've always been quite maybe longing to, you know, show it to the world, and maybe you just need to polish it, you know, blow the dust off it and polish it up before you do that. So practice, you know, very much practice, and take baby steps with practice. Or if you don't need to take the baby steps, then get back into the thing, you know, that you need, that you know you love to do, because everybody has a talent. Nobody is without a talent, a gift, at least one. So you could find that maybe a female contact helps you with this, or an asset that you have, whether it's an inborn gift or something external, proves lucrative. And this transited Venus can help you to see how to capitalize on that. Also, this bodes well for anything around property, Taurus. Also, this is a good time to obtain property, or get good deal for property in to do with property, or for acquiring basic stuff, improving the quality of your comfort zone, of what you have, and overall doing better materially. But like I say, play your cards right, because Venus is the planet of flow in this area here. Just be careful that that flow isn't flowing more from you and out of your pocket, rather than, you know, towards you. It's a good time for you to negotiate a good deal for yourself, as well, and certain relationships may be centered around finances or assets or use of assets. And another thing about this area here is it can really help you improve physical well-being, or your what you have around you materially. Really boost that and make it more cozier, intimate, friendly for you. This is the right time for you to negotiate a good deal for yourself, and certain or teaming up with someone, and just that teaming up with someone makes things easier for you in a material, physical sort of a way. From the 20th, the way should be clearer to pursue what's important for you personally, because the sun will be going into your sign, Taurus. And here I've spoken about the faster moving inner planets, but to get the full forecast for April, you should match this together with what I've written about the slow moving outer planets. And to see that, just go to my website and read what I've written there for Taurus for April, and how it may be, which part of your sign each of the planets may be affecting. And also on here, if you're on YouTube watching this, but you might be on my website already, then just if you know your moon sign or your rising sign, go and find the forecast for that, and then just take what bits seem to fit for you. And I hope that helps anyway, and I will see you the next time.